Welcome to BurghLife FM. It's like radio, only awesome. Give it up for your hosts, Koz and Goldie.
Hey, this is Koz.
And this is Goldie.
Welcome to another episode of BurghLife FM.
I can't believe we're on episode 3.
I know, Goldie. Look at this. Who would have thought, huh?
We're so famous. We're on iTunes.
On iTunes, on Stitcher, on Player FM. We're kind of blowing up. I mean...
We really are, but how do you find us?
Well, if you go to iTunes, you can search BurghLife or BurghLife FM right in the search bar there. If you go to any of the other apps as well, you should be able to find us. Now that we're on those different platforms, we're pretty much all over the place. So.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
I know. It's exciting. So 2 episodes down, our 3rd one here. A lot of great feedback. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I can't wait to get started with our show today.
Me 3. So where do you want to go first, Goldette?
Richard Gibson.
Oh, yeah, Rich. How's he doing?
So Richard Gibson is a man who kept his toenail and fingernail clippings in a jar since 1978.
So, what's your point?
Come on now. That's just gross.
Sick. And there's a picture of this jar. We'll put it on BurghLife.com because it is disgusting. This guy has saved his clippings for years and years. I mean, who does that?
Apparently Richard Gibson does that. And yeah, the jar gags me. I can't even look at it. Let me read you a quote by Richard Gibson. "I only cut them when I break a fingernail or toenail," he said. "I don't cut them that often. They're long." So to me, that's just gross. And in the picture, you can see these like massively long fingernails and toenails.
Why? Why on earth would you keep... It's like waste. It's waste from your body in a jar. I just can't imagine.
Yes.
I think that's disgusting.
It is disgusting. And we found this on the Huffington Post.
Right. And he was in Ripley's Believe It or Not for this. But what I want to know is, why are they encouraging people to do these kinds of things? I mean, you can do the stupidest stuff. Can we get Ripley's on the phone, Goldie? Can you get him on the phone? Because why are they rewarding this kind of stuff? I'm sorry, but
I don't know that it's a reward to have your picture next. I mean, like, people like me are going to look and say like, ew, gross. Like, so.
I think, though, we're talking about it. I mean, there's something to be said for that. Like,
it's gross. It's gross.
I totally agree.
Mister, I cut my toenails on the patio because I don't want my nails in my house.
I cut them outside.
Outside and that's gross.
I don't think it's gross to cut them outside. I think it's actually more hygienic to cut them outside.
Right, because God forbid you get a fly away.
I've got a few topics that I wanted to discuss as well.
Great.
I heard you had quite a spill the other day. Could you fill us in, please?
I did. I decided to go to Prantle's. Is that how you say it?
I love Prantle's Bakery.
Okay, me too. I got 2 pumpkin pies because I hosted Thanksgiving, but I don't bake. So I was like, let me go pick up some pies. And of course, I got some cookies for the kids and a Lady Luck for myself because they're my favorite.
Those are good.
It was a little bit like slushy. Slippy,
yeah. Slippy's the correct term.
A little slippy out, and I took 1 step out.
And you wiped that.
And I wiped that. And the thing is, like, I never let go of my Lady Luck because I love them.
So you still have like Lady Luck cream all over your face?
No. It was in a bag. I never let go of the bag, but the other hand was holding a box of cookies for my kids, which were all iced and very fancy, that the lady put in the box like ever so gently.
No.
And they flipped up. And after like my husband stopped laughing at me, he was like, "Are you okay?" Like, and help me up. And then he's like, "Let's get out of here before anybody sees you." I'm like, "Thanks for the support."
Did anyone else help you?
Somebody did stop and say, "Honey, are you okay? Are you okay?"
That reminds me of my most embarrassing moment ever. I don't know if you were there for this. This was at UPJ.
Oh, I have one of those too. Go ahead.
We were at a soccer game. You know, soccer was the big sport up at UPJ.
Yes.
So everyone's there. I get up to go down the hill. I'm in sandals. I take 1 step. Second step, I fly head first down this hill, down thorns, all of these weeds in my face. I go down, I land at the feet of the ref on the sidelines.
No,
He's like, "Nice job. Really nice."
No, how embarrassing.
Was so effing embarrassed. It was horrible.
That is horrible.
It was
I'm
really
sorry.
bad. Yeah. Falling is the worst.
It is.
And ice up there, I remember falling. And
I slid on the ice in front of KDR. Oh, how embarrassing. In my leopard furred coat, no less. And I like got up, looked around, and made sure no one saw me, and then like hustled back to my room. Oh, how horrible.
You know, you can't help but laugh because people are like just doing their thing and walking along, and then suddenly their like right leg or left leg like just goes totally to the side.
Yes.
And it's so funny.
It is funny, but it's embarrassing when it happens. Oh.
And then I did this boot camp thing the other week. Never again. Actually, I said I would go back one more time just to prove I'm not as horribly out of shape as this thing showed that I was.
Oh no.
Goldie, I'm telling you, I was like a little bit late. Everybody's warmed up. It was insane. The exercises that this group did, and it was like a wide range of people. It was mostly women, which props to all of these chicks because they were kicking ass doing these things. And it was like all fitness levels, all ages, high school to like 60 years old.
Wow.
And they were all really keeping up. You remember squat thrusts?
Yes.
They're called burpees. There was these burpees up against the wall. You had to put your legs up against, when you go down and then push your legs normally back, instead of pushing back, you go up on the wall, like high up. I'm like, I can't do that. I'll kill myself.
Right. And people were doing it?
People were doing it like crazy. And I'm telling you, I have never in my life been more sore than I was 2 days after that boot camp. I couldn't lift my legs, and muscles in my legs especially that I never ever felt in my life. And I run, all that kind of stuff, but it's insane.
I heard they're insane, but I know a lot of people that do them and do them quite often.
Yeah. See, the thing
scared.
is, I think you really have to work yourself up to it. And it was great. I really do. As much as I'm talking crap on it, it was a great workout. And I do want to go back, but I have to work up to that level.
Right. I will not be joining you. Thank you.
Come on. We're doing that tonight.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. I was away from the Berg, so down in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Which is very nice.
Yeah. But you know what? The weather was really cold down there until the day we left, of course. So it was like
that's how it always is.
65 and sunny the day we left. Before that, it was like 40.
And miserable.
And rainy. Yeah. So what's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Well, I must admit, it's sweet potatoes.
Yes. I love that too. And the turkey and pretty much everything else. Okay, we will be right back.
What up, Pittsburgh party people? It's Miri here, Siri's hotter, smarter, and sexier stepsister. BurghLife is getting ready to announce the lineup for their most popular event, the 4th annual Snow Crawl Bar Tour. And believe you me, there are some f***ing epic new additions. Details will be released first on BurghLife FM, so stay tuned and stay sexy, just like me. All my love, Mir.
All right. So I have social media accounts, of course. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? I guess I have issues with like people that share a lot of stuff. Not issues like I'm upset, but I'm
pissed.
No, I'm not pissed. I'm curious, like, why do they share every aspect of their life?
Like the minuscule aspects, especially. That's what drives me kind of nuts.
Really? Now, it doesn't drive me nuts. I'm just curious, like, do they do it so they'll remember later? Which would be great, I think, as sort of like a timekeeper of your life.
But like I'm brushing my teeth, you need to know that?
No.
Or I'm making myself a nice cup of tea.
No. I mean, I agree. I don't need to know that. Probably they don't want to know that 20 years from now. But how much is too much?
Well, I think sometimes I see posts, and I'm sure people see things that I post too and think the same thing. So just back off, people, if you get offended by what I'm going to say. But it's like some stuff is so mundane, and it just, I have these ingredients. What can I make?
I'm always fascinated, like when people post recipes like, oh, that looks good. And could I make that? And, oh, I have those same ingredients. Maybe.
But do you actually make any of the recipes you post?
I do.
Really?
Yes. So
I'd say you're like 1 in a million, which I've always thought, Goldie.
Oh, thank you, Koz.
But
no,
I don't think most people make the recipes that they post.
Now, I have to be honest. There's some recipes that I've never made that I've posted that I thought, wow, that looks really good. I'm going to go back and make that, and I never did. The Pioneer Woman posts all kinds of amazing recipes. I don't know if you've heard of her, but she has her own show, and she posts recipes that are like everyday food that you could make. Like I made sour cream pancakes, and I made sweet potato fries. They were delicious. And I posted them. I made them.
That's impressive. Yeah, I don't think most people do that personally, but I don't know. I don't have any proof. I'm working on it. I've got a detective on it, but I don't have the proof just yet.
I think think people do. Like some people actually post the recipe and then post a picture of what they made. And they'll say like, oh, I changed this and I changed that. Is that more Pinterest? That's what I'm confused about.
I've never been on there. I've been on it by accident. Like when I've searched for things and a Pinterest page comes up. Right. I don't even understand that. So Facebook.
It's on its way out, you were saying.
But I still think there's a huge crowd for it. It's just older people where like advertisers really want the younger.
Right.
So that's why people are saying Facebook is out. Instagram is where it's at right now. Twitter is definitely still hanging in there.
I have a real hard time with Twitter. I have a Twitter account. I don't exactly understand how to use it.
Yeah.
I use it and I've tweeted things, but I don't know if I'm tweeting the right things.
Well, whatever you tweet is the right. I think.
Oh, okay. So
I don't think there's rules like that. I mean, I do it for BurghLife, and I will say Twitter is probably my favorite. Instagram, I'm just...
Why is Twitter your favorite? Because to me, Twitter is my least favorite, and only because I think I'm missing the concept of Twitter.
Twitter, I love because it's short, sweet, and to the point. And I don't have to see 100,000 pictures of your grandfather's military history. Or I don't know.
Okay.
Facebook is just way information overload, I feel. Instagram, yeah, I get it. But to me, it's like so...
I got to tell you why I like Instagram. I like it for all the wrong reasons. I like it because you upload your picture and then you get to choose how that picture looks. And I always find that fascinating. And I always try to, if I can, and the picture will work that way. I always like to do 1977 because how many pictures do I have of myself as a kid and the 1977 like
style?
Yes.
That is cool. I do love their filters.
The filters, that's what they're called.
And
yes.
I think it's a cool platform or whatever you want to call it, but I'm a little puzzled by how to interact there. We've had a lot of good interaction on Twitter with BurghLife.
Well, I better start tweeting then.
You better.
I will.
I think Facebook, everything just gets lost in the shuffle on there.
I agree. There's a lot of things on Facebook that like people will call me and say, did you see that? Did you see that? And I'm like, no,
and you
I
say,
didn't.
I seen it.
I seen it. Oh my God, I seen it. No, but honestly, I did not seen it. No, I did not see it.
I did not see it.
I did not see it.
No, I went to this PodCamp thing, which was in Pittsburgh, which is a great event. It was all about social media and podcasting. I went because of this whole show we're doing. But they did say that the whole Facebook algorithm and all of that are totally screwed up. It's not like it used to be. You used to see a nice variety of stuff. Everyone saw the posts that everyone put up, but now it's you put something up and maybe 1/10 of your audience sees it.
Right. I feel that way. I feel like people are not seeing things that I'm posting, and I'm definitely not seeing other people's posts.
Yeah. It's become too commercial to me.
Okay.
Like what's freaky to me is, I believe it's called remarketing.
Okay.
So I go to homedepot.com. I look up, actually, see over there, there's the light fixture I'm going to put up.
Very nice, by the way.
So that's my next project. But I go to Home Depot, look up that fixture. Then 2 minutes later, I go to Facebook, log in. There's that damn fixture on the right side as an ad. That exact thing.
That is kind of creepy.
That freaks me out. I mean, I guess it's brilliant, but God, I can't even look at a light fixture without seeing it on my Facebook page. Like,
right. I agree. That is creepy.
Super targeted. But that's what I mean. Like, yes, it's great advertising, but it's also, to me, just overload. It's too much. That's just my opinion. You know, obviously.
I mean, I like Instagram and Twitter for the fact it's ad free, or I didn't notice. How about that?
Right. Yeah. Sometimes there are promoted tweets, I know. And Instagram, I haven't seen any.
You mean you're not posting the 50 selfies a day that you send me on?
Oh, well, I know my audience, so you like everyone that I privately send you. So yeah,
that's too funny.
No selfies. Some people just need to stop with most people need to stop with the selfies, I think.
Well, they say like that's a form of narcissism, which is so funny because my middle son takes like selfies every day, and he doesn't take like one. He'll take like 500.
Well, I don't think a 4-year-old is narcissistic. I mean, because he's taking selfies. I think he's a 4-year-old. And then, I mean, kids are one thing, but I'm talking adults who take selfies.
I know adults that take selfies every day and post them, and I actually miss these adults, and I find it very endearing to see them every day, to be honest. Yes.
See, I'm okay with selfies with other people.
Right. She does that.
Selfies, though, they get on my nerves. Every once in a while is fine.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
But just grab a cat, grab a bunny.
I like selfies when the people are like smiling and happy. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm like sick and twisted because I don't
know that I know anyone who likes other people's selfies.
Well, let me tell you why. Because I work from home. I go to school from home. Like, this is my only entertainment is to be with you. So when I see people on Facebook, I'm like, they're out and about in the world. And I'm like at home looking at your selfie. Like, I'm so pathetic. I'm sorry.
God
help
gotta
me.
Get you out more, Goldie.
We gotta get me out more.
Man, this is not the Goldie I went to college with.
Well, when I go out, I have like an entourage of children with me. Like,
isn't it funny, like how we've changed since college?
I know.
Think back.
I know.
Some of the stories.
Some of the stories we all could tell.
And never will. Never. You hear me?
Never. We have a topic here that I find fascinating. Actually, I don't, but
I do. I call it the best invention of our generation.
I agree. It is a great invention.
And someone is too good for it. Apparently, I just discovered. Too good for it. What is it, Goldie?
DVR. And I'm going to tell you why I don't have it. I always had it from the time it was available.
How do you live without DVR? That's my question. Verizon, you better be listening. You better be hooking me up here because I am so on your side with this.
So we don't have DVR because we live in a townhouse and we have bulk cable, which sucks.
Is that legal?
I don't even understand.
So you illegally steal cable.
No,
Is that what you're saying, Goldie?
No,
that's what I thought. Bring the authorities in. Come on in, guys. Come on.
When we first moved in, we had the choice of like bulk cable or on our own. We should have gone on our own.
Absolutely.
But I thought it was a deal. Really, it's turned out to be like a bad deal because
it's like prison.
It's prison for my TV and my internet. My internet is spotty.
Are you serious?
Yes, which drives me insane because
this isn't like 1998.
Right. This is 2014, almost 15. By the way.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Me too. I don't understand.
I was kidding.
I know. I don't understand, but I wasn't.
I know.
I don't understand. So we can get DVR, but then we have to change everything.
But you have to sell one of your kids.
I have to sell one of my kids.
So
and
messy.
It's messy. Like to get the DVR is very messy. And my husband's like, well, we can get it because I really want it. And he feels bad that the kids can only watch 4 Paw Patrols at a time on demand.
I don't even know what that is, but
Paw Patrol is like the ultimate like.
Oh, I don't need to know.
Okay. So it's like a great kids show that my kids love. Anyway, I feel like maybe we should call them and say, hey, I'd like to upgrade my bulk account, which drives because anytime you call,
I've never even heard of bulk cable. Like this is crazy.
I don't even understand how it works myself.
This is a total side note, but it's related in a lot of ways. I think we are both saying bulk in Pittsburghese.
We are?
Bulk. I think it's actually like bulk.
Bulk.
We'll have to ask because we have Dr. Barbara Johnstone has agreed to come onto our show.
Oh my gosh,
and
I can't wait.
One of her points that she talks about in her lectures that I saw, that there are certain words that, obviously there are certain words that are pronounced, but that's one that I didn't really hear the difference in. And you speak Pittsburghese if you don't hear the difference in that. And same with mulch.
Mulch.
I worked with a girl who was from California, and the way I said that word, she's like, that's not how you say it. I say mulch. I say mulch.
Okay.
And I think it's like mulch.
Mulch. I say mulch.
Which sounds so weird to me.
Yes.
What do you say?
Mulch. Like you, mulch.
Well, I say mulch.
Mulch.
Anyway, I'm really excited to have Barbara Johnstone here as well.
She'll
be coming here. Maybe we can go to Beto's after. I was thinking that because bringing it here, like you said, it's not as good.
It is not as good. It's the best right in the restaurant. We should go there after our show today.
All right, I'm in.
I have cash.
I'm in. I'm buying.
Okay.
I am totally buying. You cannot compare to that in-restaurant experience. And I know you people think that we're getting paid by Beto's. We are not.
We are not. We
are
love
just
it.
huge fans. So
I was there yesterday. I I really was.
Cheesecake Factory and Betos.
Yes, everybody.
But I thought when Barbara gets here, we could do the show and then head over there.
That sounds amazing. If she's
interested, of course. Yeah. She's a busy woman, and we are so appreciative that she's going to be here to talk about Pittsburghese, one of the best subjects in the entire world.
I feel like I should bring my dad next time we do this. He's the worst with the Pittsburghese.
Hey, it's a party on Pittsburghese.
So on the way here, I stopped at McDonald's and got a white hot chocolate.
I've heard of McDonald's.
You've heard of McDonald's?
It's a new concept, yeah.
I love white hot chocolate. And I got 2 for $1 holiday pies. One for me, one for Koz.
You just keep on giving.
I'm a giver. But the holiday pies were $1 and my bill was $4.09.
Whoa.
That's a lot of money. I think my white hot chocolate was like almost $3.
You are a math mind, I can tell from
Stop,
our last.
stop.
You are. I mean, you did that like in 45 seconds.
Now, come on. Don't tease me. But I realized I spend a ton of money on drinks out.
Drinks are ridiculously expensive. I'm saying non-alcoholic drinks. Here,
Right. Hot chocolate, Coke, iced tea.
I want people to start telling us how much they're paying for Cokes, things like that, like you just said, at restaurants. Because I went to a restaurant that I'm not going to name right now because I'm feeling generous around this holiday season.
That's you.
Well, all the time. You're right, is what you're supposed to say. Jeez, I feed her the lines, people, and she doesn't even...
Sorry. I'm not in a complimenting mood. I'm
I
teasing.
can tell.
Teasing.
God, wrong side of the web, huh?
Thanks.
But this restaurant charged $3.25 for a Coke.
That's insane. Insane.
I couldn't believe it. Like, that was, I don't know, a third of my bill for this drink.
I agree. I've been just ordering water. I'm sort of cheaping out because
Me too. I'm doing the same.
I feel like I'm spending all this money on drinks and
they cost 20 cents to make.
Exactly.
And, I sound like my dad, and that's what drives me nuts. Is my dad used to say the exact same thing to us. Well, if we go to the drive-thru, you get water, or you don't get anything. We got pop at home.
I know. I'm saying the same thing to my kids. You don't need to buy a water. They'll give you water in a cup with ice. So drinks out are just ridiculous. Hey, everybody. I think that's it for tonight.
Yeah, I think it was a great time. A lot of funny topics. So thanks for listening. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
BurghLife FM is a production of BurghLife. All rights reserved. For more information or to sign up for the BurghLife email list, visit BurghLife.com.